Diamonds in the rough. NFL Draft Diamonds. Time to shine.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds, and today I have with me Jermaine Wynn, who's a wide receiver out of Slippery Rock. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Jimmy. How are you?
I'm doing great. Can you just describe to our viewers a little bit about your overall career?
I started my career at Alderson Broaddus University in West Virginia. I spent 3 semesters there. I redshirted my first year, and I played my redshirt freshman year. I had a pretty good first season. Ended up catching 28 passes for about 550 yards and 6 touchdowns. And then from there, I probably one of my best decisions of my career that I've made was to transfer to Slippery Rock University. And, from the start there, I got put into a winning culture. I got, put into a team where the coaches care about you as a player and as a person. And, that allowed me to excel a lot at Slippery Rock. My sophomore year, I had a really good season. And this past season, I had my best season with almost 1,400 yards, 95 catches, and 16 total touchdowns. So, my career thus far is, it's trended up, every year.
Yeah, I mean, like you were saying, this past season was just awesome. You guys had probably the most explosive offense in all in all of Division II, and you could probably even compare that to like all of NCAA, really, if you think about it.
I agree.
Being a wide receiver who had over 1,300 yards and not the guy with the most yards for your team.
That's crazy.
That's just crazy to think about. But hey,
that just speaks volume to our offensive coordinator, Adam Nugenbauer. He's an offensive mastermind. He's a genius, and he's surrounded by great position coaches. Coach Buck, my receiver coach. He's a great coach, and all the other guys.
Cool. And Jermaine, I was just going to ask you, what kind of receiver are you?
I think I'm your do-it-all slot receiver. I can get conversions for you on short down situations using my quickness and my route running. I could take the top off the defenses, going deep with my speed. And I have reliable hands. And also, another thing is, I'm not allowed the liability in a run progression. If you need me to go in there and dig out a linebacker, to free up a hole, or if you need me to stay out there on the edge and block a safety coming down or a corner, I'm willing to do that. So, I like to call myself your do-it-all slot receiver. But I don't limit myself. I can play on the outside. I also believe, as a freshman at Alderson Broaddus, I played X receiver for primarily most of the season. So, I think I can do it all at the receiver position.
Cool. And I realize also at times, you've been the main guy back there as a kick returner, a punt returner. So, really, I could have you out there on special teams too, if I'd like. Just adding that element to your game is great. I was just going to ask you, just a little bit about that whole transfer process. You did talk to me about coming in from Alderson Broaddus. What made you really decide on transferring to Slippery Rock?
Well, there was a few factors into my decision to transfer ultimately, and I wanted to be closer to my family. I wanted it to be easier for them to come to my games and to see me play, because they're my fuel and my motivation for everything that I do in this sport. So that was important to me. And when I decided to transfer, I had a few opportunities from a few schools, Division I and Division II. It ultimately came down to Duquesne and Slippery Rock. And I chose Slippery Rock. Coach Lutz recruited me relentlessly, as he likes to say, and he called my phone every day for about 2 weeks straight. And like I said to you before, you get that type of love from a coach, from a whole staff in general, and it's hard to say no to that. And it ended up being one of the best decisions I ever made, transferring to Slippery Rock.
Cool. You're definitely a very feisty, speedy receiver. Able to do a lot of different things for an offense. You're also listed as one of the team captains. Talk to me a little bit about that. You being a team captain. What does that really mean to you? What kind of a leader are you?
I was elected team captain spring of 2019, going into the fall season, and being named captain was honestly the greatest honor that I achieved in college. No matter if anything I did on the field, but being a captain triumphs it all. It's humbling. It's an humbling experience. Being a guy that's recognized by your teammates and your coaches as someone that's a leader, and and a lot comes with it. That's why I said it's a humbling experience. Just getting calls from my teammates and getting texts from my teammates. Needing advice, and being in a position to be able to give that to them and help my teammates out. It means a lot to me. And to answer your question on what type of leader I am, I think I'm an all-purpose leader. I can lead by example when times are getting tough, and we're tired at practice. I'm still going to go full speed, because it's going to be up to me to set that example of the pace of practice, because that's ultimately where you get better, is practice. And whenever our team needs a vocal guy to give us a spark, whenever we need that, I think I can do that also. So all in all, I think I could, as a leader, I can lead in multiple ways.
Well, the other thing that I was going to ask you, Jermaine, is you understand a little bit about the whole evaluation process. I mean, people want to see you, doing a lot of different things. There are guys that really think a little bit about, sort of the workouts that you're put through, like in a general pro day combine sort of setting. Are those things that you're really working on right now? Is that kind of part of your workout routine?
Indeed, I've been training to get stronger and faster pretty much my whole college career. But, being that, I'm finally going into the year, well, I'll have a pro day and whatnot. I've been putting a little bit more of an emphasis on training my 40-yard dash, getting my bench numbers up. As of right now, my fastest clock 40-yard dash on a laser is a 4.4 even. And, my bench, the most reps that I've got so far is 15. And, I have a lot of time to improve on those numbers. So, I just got to keep that work ethic and just keep going.
Yeah, you were also telling me that you had a 39-inch vertical.
Yeah.
So that's
honestly probably my most impressive measurable right now is that vertical. I think it helps me a lot. It translates to my game. That explosion. Being able to jump to go get jump balls. But honestly, I still think I can improve on that vertical. I want to get 40. That's been my goal for a long time. Over the years, I've been getting closer and closer. So once I get that 4, over on the left side of that column, I'll be happy.
Now, Jermaine, I kind of look at those numbers that you talked to me about just there. The 39-inch vertical. Hitting a 4.440. Really, without being a track guy, I mean, you never really ran track in high school. I mean, you played baseball, but who knows? I mean, with the proper training, with a track coach, I mean, who knows how fast you can go, man. But I mean, obviously, with a 39-inch vertical, I mean, is the sky the limit? We don't know, because I mean, you're obviously jumping in it. Hey, man.
I agree with you, Jimmy. every time I've gotten down to run a 40-yard dash, it's just been me getting down there and, getting comfortable and just running as fast as I can. So, once I get that proper training to, perfect my technique and make it consistent, I honestly firmly believe that I'm a 4.3 guy.
Awesome. Well, Jermaine, as we begin to wrap up, one of the questions that I always ask guys is, why do you play football? So tell me a little bit about why you play football. What's your motivation?
I play football because, I think of football as my escape. I think it's when I go out there on that field or, when I'm in there in that weight room with my teammates, it's my escape from, any harsh realities that I have to face in life. And, if without football, there would be a void in my life that, I probably wouldn't, or it would be hard to fill because, football's been something I've been doing since I was 6 years old. It's my routine and it's a part of me now at this point. And, I keep myself motivated because, I know that I could be so much better than I already am. And, I feel like I owe it to myself to work as hard as I can to reach my full potential. So.
Cool. I forgot to ask you, really just something about yourself, before we, close. So, tell me something about yourself that maybe not everybody knows, maybe something interesting that's not football.
I'm a great graphic and video designer. I do a lot of cool edits for videos for sports, gaming. And I do graphic edits for any type of picture. You want a flyer for your birthday party, you want a cool edit for your one of your football pictures. I can do all that type of stuff, and I got a real passion for it. Especially over the lockdown and the COVID-19 stuff. It allowed me to get closer to it and really learn that it is one of my true passions other than football.
Cool. Well, I mean, definitely hit this guy up if you have those needs. He's definitely willing to get the job done there. Hey, Jermaine,
send me a DM on Twitter, man. I'll hook you up.
Sure. Give me your final pitch to a professional team as to why they should sign you and bring you in. What's the best thing you bring as a teammate?
If any owner decide to bring me in, you're getting an ultimate competitor. Someone that goes out there with a chip on their shoulder every single time and gives you 100% on every single play. I'm a guy that, I want to make plays for my team and I'm all about winning. So, I know to win, I got to make plays for my team to help my team out. So, any owner, if you get me, you're going to get a guy that's going to work hard from the day he steps foot into the facility and until the day I leave.
Cool. Well, Jermaine, this has been good. Just talking to you about everything. Really appreciate our time together. This is Jermaine Wynn. He is a wide receiver out of Slippery Rock. Really one of the more athletic guys that you could see at the D2 level. Thank you a lot for your time, Jermaine.
No problem, Jim. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. Take it easy, bro.